Welcome, my friend, to a new series called Checkpoints. This is your first checkpoint that you've reached so far in this journey of self development and discovering self, finding our purpose, whatever it is. This is the first checkpoint you've reached. And this is a new series that I am doing to kind of get to know you a little bit more, to kind of take a moment away from our journey. Take a moment, like take a step back and look at things and to think about things, to really converse and just to speak to each other, you know what I mean? Even though I'm the only one speaking, I want to keep this like a raw talk, you know what I mean? So the first checkpoint, right? What has happened so far in your life? And as you see in the background, I have the Dark Souls campfire back there. So pretty much like me and you were just gathering around the campfire and just having a little chat. That's what this pretty much is, right? And so I don't know if you can hear the music in the background too, but it's pretty mysterious. But I really want you to think about your journey so far. I really want you to think about like everything around you that's happened so far. Like what has your journey been like? What has life like brought to you so far? What have you brought to life? What have you done for other people? And this is honestly a personal question. Also too, I have my little coffee. Cheers. I really want me and you both to take a step back and look at our journey so far objectively and to really think, how can we get better? Or what are some ways that we can go back into it like better, like more motivated, more aligned, more ruthless, more disciplined, etc. Because to be honest, like a lot of us fall off the track eventually a little bit. It's really hard to just stay consistent. And a lot of people on social media, not a lot of people, but a lot of influencers make it seem like being consistent looks just so easy. It looks so sexy when it's not. It's not sexy. It's boring and it's very gritty and you don't really want to do it. And that's just the reality of it. When I first started my journey of self-development, it wasn't like this. It wasn't sexy at all. Like I thought it was sexy in my head. I thought it was, I would like mentally masturbate in my head about me reading and me going to the gym, like getting results. Like that stuff is like sexy, but when you get down to, you wake up every day and you have to get after it again and again and again. Like now you're sleep deprived, but are you gonna still get after it? Are you gonna bitch out? Are you gonna, take some time and like go back into the bad habits you used to do? Really think how far you come. Look at yourself a year ago. Have you changed? If the answer is yes, then how have you changed? What are some things that you learned? If the answer is no, I haven't really changed that much, then ask yourself why. Why haven't you changed? I really do like analyzing myself, and I might sound a little bit egotistical, but I think everyone should do this. Like take out a piece of paper. You don't have to do it now, but after this video, or after I say it, take out a piece of paper and write down all the things that are good about your life so far. Write down, your strengths, the things that you've achieved so far. Write it down, even if it's small. Even if it's like, oh, I went to the gym today. Even if it's like, I got up and brushed my teeth today. Or, I got rid of that toxic relationship. I got rid of this, I got rid of that. Think all the way back to your past, you know what I mean? And think about all the good things that happened so far. And you'll get this like sort of energy, like, okay, like I did these things. I really did these things because you might not realize it, but you've achieved a lot more than you think you have. And it's hard to think that these big sexy goals like, oh, making this amount of money or whatever your goal is, gaining this amount of weight or reaching this PR or some like big goal. Think about the small goals. Think about the small wins so far that you've got. I woke up early this morning, you know what I mean? You can do things like I've stayed consistent for this many days straight. Like actually think about the things that you win, because we like to ignore the small wins. We don't think about the things like, okay, I was consistent with my routine this morning. I read a book today, or things of that nature. Like those small wins are so important in this journey. Like we forget them. All we are obsessed with is that big goal, that one singular goal, which is fine, right? We are all on a journey towards something. Everyone is solving something. Everyone is going towards a problem. Everyone's trying to solve a problem. Everyone's trying to shoot for something that's valuable to them. Everybody is, right? But then we forget like the small things, like, okay, I lowered my screen time, or I wasn't really that mindless today, or I meditated 1 more minute than I should have. You know what I mean? Like, these are small wins that you need to really keep in mind, because those are unsexy. Those like little small wins are unsexy, but if you really are aware of them, it gives you a lot of strength. It's like getting a new piece of armor. Like, it might not be like anything crazy, but you put like that little like wristband on that gives you like 20 shield or something, like, or like 5 shield. Like, those points add up, you know what I mean, on this journey. And I really want you to, after this video, take some time to really think about how far you've come. Like, really like analyze your situation right now. Maybe pause the video, take out a piece of paper, and have it running in the background while you write down these things. But it's really important to see how far you've come and how much farther you can go. Because I truly believe the compound effect success is exponential, you know what I mean? So if you've been doing this for over a year, a couple months, etc., you never know when it's your time. So you just gotta be prepared. You gotta keep going at it, like, keep going after it. You might as well, right? You might as well keep going after it, because I remember times when I wouldn't do shit. I remember times when I would take a day off. I remember times when I'm not gonna read. Like, I just fell victim to that like bitch mentality, like that side of me that was like, nah, you don't need to do this today. You can skip it. You can skip, right? It's okay. And okay, yeah, maybe every once in a while, but since when is it okay to be soft on yourself, right? I notice like there's this like thing going around social media where it's like, okay, be hard on yourself, but also be nice to yourself. But being nice to yourself is also means like that you are hard on yourself. Being hard on yourself is self-love in and of itself, because you have standards. You have like high standards and stuff. So really think about the things that you've been soft on. Have you been scrolling too much? Have you been skipping that one habit? Have you not been like open to people? Really think, like, take some time to think. Like, to be honest, I love thinking when it's not I like thinking when it's me thinking and not my brain just giving me these random thoughts. You know what I mean? I like looking back at my situation, or look at my situation now and be like, okay, like, how can I get better? How can I do better? What are some things that I've missed out on? Because this is where we really learn. And I really want this to be the first checkpoint in our journey. I mean, we sit here together and we look at our lives and be like, okay, how can we get better? What is the next step? And the reason too that I'm gonna make this raw talk as well is just so, you know, I'm not like fucking your brain with dopamine. You know what I mean? And this is really time for me and you to kind of get a bit close. You know what I mean? Even though I can't like really, you can't really speak to me. I can't hear you through the camera. You know what I mean? Like, I know you're over there, but really just think more about your situation. Like, I know we all like to overthink, but think about the right things. Take out a piece of paper and analyze everything. Oh, what books am I reading? Oh, like, what is some problems? What are some thoughts that's just been bothering me so much? Don't be afraid to go back into your own like little domain for like an hour a day and just really think about, where can this journey go? How can I get better? You mean? What have I done good? What have I done good? What have I done bad? And how can I improve those bad things? I might be repeating myself, but I just think it's so important to self-analyze yourself, because who self-analyzes themselves? Like, who really enjoys that? Like, I honestly, I enjoy that. But if you ever ask someone like, oh, when's the last time you self-analyzed yourself? People be like, yeah, like all the time. Like, yeah, what do you mean? Like, not like, it's really not like, people really don't do that at all. So be different, and you know what I mean, go into your own mind and pull out those things that are bothering you, or pull out those things that will help you, because you are you get to create your own reality. Everyone's running out here with their own realities. Make your own. Everyone's dreaming, everyone's walking around in their own dreams. So don't be afraid to live in yours, live it out, and live in a dream that serves you completely. So yeah, that's just checkpoint, right? I'm gonna do this every Saturday, every Saturday night, etc. Like this, just talk with me and you, have the campfire in the background. And yeah, I'm gonna end this here. Remember in this video to, after this video, to go just down and think, self-analyze yourself. That's a quest I'm gonna give you right now. You can do it. It's up to you, right? But with that, go on and continue your journey. I'll see you next week, all right? Continue your journey and keep moving forward.